Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for the support on the last couple of videos. If you're new to my channel and you haven't seen my last couple of videos, definitely dive in. I provide a lot of value that hopefully makes you a better trader, a better person, and just overall getting better every single day. So you can probably see by the title of the video, this is how to fix your psychology when it comes to trading. Now, psychology when it comes to trading is a very sensitive subject. You have people who say trading is 100% psychology. You have people who say it's 90% psychology, whatever it is. And then a little bit is the actual trading and technical part. Well, you know, I used to be someone who used to think that. I used to think that psychology was 95% and then technicals was another 5% or something like that, along those lines, a little split like that. But as I got better at trading, as I got more developed and grew as a trader, as a person, I kind of rebuttal that in a sense that, don't get me wrong, I think they are both so important, but I truly think they're both equally as important because, to be honest, if you don't have a winning strategy, the psychology doesn't really matter. And the topics and the points that I'm going to talk to in this video hopefully clear up any maybe misconceptions that you have, or maybe you're already disagreeing with me. Hopefully by the end of the video you will understand what I'm talking about. And if you do enjoy the video, click the bell so you guys get notified on every upload, and of course subscribe if you're new. So let's jump into the first point. Now, most people say the best way to improve your psychology is reading a bunch of psychology books, meditating, red light therapy, waking up in the morning and going for a run across broken glass, listening to David Goggins, extreme stuff, cold showers, everything like this, meditation, whatever it may be. And now, can all of those things that I just listed help you as a trader? I'm sure they can. I'm sure inner work is very important to a trader. And speaking from personal experience, it definitely is. But when it comes to improving your trading psychology, there are two main components that I want to touch on in this video. Point number one is confidence in your trading strategy. I think, in my opinion, this is the number one thing when it comes to improving your psychology as a trader, is simply having confidence in your strategy. Because like I talked about earlier in the video, if you don't have a winning strategy and you are not confident in your strategy, that is where the FOMO comes in. That's where the doubt comes in. If you don't have a trading plan, that's where the fear comes in, because you're just acting on impulse all the time. You're acting on emotions on a daily basis when you're in front of the markets, in front of the charts. And by not having confidence in your strategy, that's when you allow those human emotions to kick in. When you have a systematic strategy, or maybe it's a little bit discretionary based on your experience, you know what you're looking for. And even if those human emotions do come in, which they do, you can never fully combat those or suppress them that much. They're always going to be there because we are a human. You're not going to care as much because you have, okay, I see this, I'm going to be entering the trade. Now, how do you gain confidence in your strategy? It's not just live reps, it's back testing. When it comes to back testing, you need to know everything there is about your current strategy. Your win rate, the time of day that you execute best at. For myself, I've had periods of time where beginning of New York session was the best for me. Then I had periods of time where second half New York session was the best for me. It's all about looking at your data and learning from your data. Now, using the data that you've collected, like I listed before, the time of day, the best days of the week, your best pairs, sticking to the setup and building the confidence and building that data set. Building the data set is where the actual confidence comes from, because when you're back testing and you're increasing your strike rate, you're getting a better win rate. That's where the confidence comes from, right? And that is the only place that's going to help you build up as a trader. That is the best way to replicate live markets. Now, it's never going to replicate it perfectly, but by building the reps and getting the practice reps in and gaining that confidence in your strategy, when you back test, that's when you're going to have the confidence when you're live trading. So backtesting consistently on a daily basis, when you know what you're doing and when you don't know what you're doing, is so important. And by extension is going to help improve your trading psychology. Now, speaking of backtesting, you guys know that I use FX Replay. FX Replay is the sponsor of this video. So if you want to dive into backtesting and you want to start a free trial on the best backtesting software there is, I have multiple videos on it. Then click the link in the description for 15% off. And like I said, you can use the free trial. And if you don't like it, you can cancel right there, nothing charged. So this is something that has helped me. If this was around when I was a beginner trader, I can't imagine the years I would have shaved off my journey, but it wasn't. But as an experienced trader, it's amazing being able to use this system. So if you want to find out more, click the link in the description. Make sure you use that code to give you a nice discount. And let's jump into the second point. And number two, the most important part of building your trading psychology, improving your psychology as a trader, is experience. There are no shortcuts when it comes to experience. There are no shortcuts when it comes to this trading game. I'm a mentor, so I have had the privilege of dealing with hundreds of students. Now, some of these students coming from scratch, others coming from experience. The thing I noticed a lot about people coming from pretty much a brand new state of mind, they're very, very new to trading. A lot of the time, the first thing they ask is, how long is it going to take me to get there? I touched on this in my previous video, removing the timeline. So if you guys want to learn more about this point that I'm talking about, you can go check out the previous video that I just posted. It's going to touch more on the subject. You can have the best strategy there is for you. I say for you because you may be a scalper, you may be a day trader, you may be a swing trader. Whatever it is that fits your personality, you're going to kind of find a trading style towards that. You could start off learning with the absolute best trading strategy there is that fits your personality. You could start off with every checklist. You need to know this, 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 and this, and it may look perfect. But one thing you can't cheat is experience. You have to get the reps in. You have to backtest that strategy over and over and over again. Not only backtest, but you have to be in front of the charts, and this is where the experience comes in. You have to sit there on a daily basis and watch the live markets while backtesting in the background, right? Just like athletes, they practice and then they play. They practice and they play. It's a combination of both that continues to make them better and better and better and better, right? The same thing goes for us as traders. This is something that cannot be taught. And what I mean by this is I can give you all of the checklists. I can give you my exact trading plan, but unless you've put the reps in and you've trained your mental, you've studied the patterns, you've trained your brain to recognize these entry drills, recognize what not to do, you've gone through all the trial and tribulations, you've built up that calloused mind, that trading you need to have. And you experienced traders know exactly what I'm talking about. You beginner traders, get ready, because like I talked about in my previous video, trading is the hardest thing you can do. But with experience, after getting beat up and beat up and beat up and finding the trading plan that fits your style, and you have the system behind you, so it's no more emotions involved, it's just simple XYZ, I enter the trade. Once you get to that place and you have the experience, that is when your trading psychology grows and grows and grows. So it's a combination of the back testing, it's finding that winning strategy that works for you, and then the psychology part increases as a result of that alone. Then you add on the experience part, showing up every single day, doing what you have to do, training your eyes, training your mind to see what you need to see in order to take the trade and have the confidence in the trade. That is also going to help your psychology immensely. That is where your patience muscle improves. Now, you may be asking me, what is a patience muscle? The patience muscle is your ability to sit there and be patient. Now, I believe that the patience muscle can only get better through doing nothing. So sitting there, watching the charts and doing nothing. Something that helped me improve this a lot is literally giving myself a 2-week window where I sit there in front of the charts and I just watch. Now, you may say, oh my God, what if a setup happens here, here, here? It doesn't matter. This practice is to help improve your patience muscle. And I believe patience only improves, just like a muscle gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You have to practice being patient. And it's pretty simple when you think about it. You grab a coffee, you sit in front of the charts, and you just watch price action according to your plan, right? You're not just sitting there watching nothing. You're sitting there and watching your plan. You're watching trades play out, but you're building the patience. You're not executing on the first thing that you see. You're waiting for that A+ setup to come. And it may not come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It may come Friday. But just sitting there and being patient is how you develop that patience muscle. Traders require a strong mental game. None of you watching this right now can disagree with that. And by backtesting and gaining confidence in your strategy, as well as sitting there every single day and doing exactly what you have to do, gaining that experience over the years, that is how you are going to become the best trader. That is how you're going to build that trading mentality and callous and fortify your mind and become the best trader, the best person that you can be. So to finish off the video, guys, the best way to improve your trading psychology is through backtesting your strategy as well as experience in front of the charts. Yes, I think trading psychology is super, super important, but I also think the technical side and having that winning strategy is equally as important. And when you combine the two, that is how you get the winning formula. You have to treat trading like a business. You have to show up every single day and study. You have to backtest. You have to constantly be evolving, because if you don't, if you stay complacent and you stop working hard, the market is going to slaughter you. You may have that winning strategy, but each year you'll find that you have to fine tune a little bit, whether it be a different entry time frame, whether it be another step here or there, or removing something. You're always growing, and you're going to build that strategy. You're going to build that confidence through repetition. Like I talked about earlier, practice like an athlete. That's the best way I can explain it. Athletes practice. They don't just play in the game. They do both. And when you do both, you end up becoming the best that you can possibly be. So what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. If you got value from this video, please drop a like right now, comment if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.